On a night like this, when the moon hangs full, it's prime feeding time. And there's one predator out there that has eyes the size of saucers and teeth that will tear flesh from bone. She's the ocean's greatest nocturnal hunter. 1,000-pound mako. Folks around here call her a grander.
Lurking in the waters around the coastal United States is the fastest shark in the ocean today. Makos are a sport fish, normally topping out at 300 pounds. But for years, fishermen have told stories of elusive giants known as granders.
I've heard about grander makos all my life. All the fishermen around here know it.
When a mako shark gets of age, it turns into a grander.
It totally transforms itself. They start bulking up.
They're packing on protein, and they get huge.
They're like these bodybuilder makos.
They're all beat up and chewed up.
They get their scars and
Their teeth get bigger.
they become a whole different animal. Just a beast.
For years, stories like these were considered tall tales, and there was no science to prove or disprove anything about grander makos. Now, that's all about to change. A team of marine biologists is heading out to the Pacific to separate grander fact from fiction.
Oh, check it out, Greg.
Oh, cool. That's not something you see in Texas, huh?
Nah, that's a big prey item.
We're out in Southern California this year. We'll be targeting specifically these grander makos, which are the largest of the species.
Look at the size of the mako!
We've never seen a grander mako. They're very rare. In general, just the sharks are rare, much less getting one 1,000 pounds or greater. And it would be just a dream to have an animal like that to study.
When makos reach 10 feet long, they transform dramatically. Their interior teeth become wider, and they bulk up, measuring 3 feet wide, fin to fin.
A grander mako probably behaves much different than its smaller counterparts. It needs a massive amount of food to sustain itself. We speculate about them feeding in the day, perhaps feeding at night. We simply just don't know.
To study granders, Greg and Matt have developed state-of-the-art camera technology they call Shark Eye 2. It attaches to the mako's dorsal fin. Front and rear-facing cameras then document everything the shark does. With extended battery life, it can capture a 24-hour hunting cycle.
We'd love to have this on a grander mako. We can learn how they approach their prey, how they stalk their prey, what in fact they're even feeding on. And capturing a live predation event would be our ultimate goal.
See the
Man,
1,000-pound
massive,
breaking
huh?
strength? Just the 9-footers can straighten those out.
Greg and Matt have hooked up with professional shark tagger Keith Poe. They need his expertise to help catch the 1,000-pound makos in order to attach the cameras.
Most of the fish that I've been trying to target are granders and up.
The largest mako Keith has ever seen was a colossal 13-foot grander, likely weighing over 1,400 pounds. Their ultimate goal? Catch and release a grander mako unharmed, with a shark eye attached, so they can record vital information about this mysterious species.
These grander makos are key to the ecosystem. They control everything below them. If you don't have that top-end predation pressure, your ecosystems can go out of balance. So understanding these grander makos and capturing a live predation could lead to revelations that could conserve the species.
Greg and his team are zeroing in on what could be the premier grander feeding zone on the West Coast. But on the East Coast, it's a whole different story.
There's very little known about the mako shark in general in the scientific community, but there's even less known about the grander.
Joe, leave that chum right on the starboard side. We need the weight over there.
All right, guys, let's get out of here.
I've gone out every season for the last 10 or so years diving with the makos, and there's definitely some kind of mating activity or pumping activity happening here off the coast of Rhode Island. I've seen everything from like the tiniest pups that are barely 18 inches long, and I've seen huge females here.
But they're so hard to study. We're lucky just to be able to see a glimpse of one.
Joe Romero and his crew are out to discover why grander makos are even more rare on the East Coast than on the West.
We believe that these sharks can be most active at night, and that's why we do not see them. With all its speed and agility and those huge eyes, a grander can be one of the world's top nocturnal hunters.
They'll use laser measurements and giant baits to compare mako activity day versus night.
If you saw a grander at night, it could be one of the most intimidating animals you've ever seen.
On the West Coast, Greg and Matt have arrived at a mako hotspot.
Hey, you guys, this is Catalina Island, Black Rock. The seals haul out here, and makos patrol this area. And there's been a lot of sport fishermen that have caught predation here of makos killing seals.
Holy. A huge mako.
Makos that hunt near Black Rock target seals and sea lions. Scientists once discovered a whole sea lion in the stomach of a mako, confirming that these high-calorie meals enable them to reach grander status.
And I want to show you this area because there's a deep ridge right here, kind of like the topography of the slope of the mountain that goes underwater. And makos patrol this area, and they love the slope here.
Out in the Pacific, the underwater landscape is much different than the Gulf of Mexico. So one of the first things we like to do when we get to an area is get in the water and have a look at what type of structures are available and how these makos might be using them.
The team descends along the ridge of Black Rock. The steep incline has created an underwater haven for all kinds of marine life.
Get all these coals of bait off this ledge.
This ledge is also ideal for grander makos.
How's it going down there?
We're looking over this trout that seems to go on forever. That's gotta be how those makos hunt.
Sounds like you're in the zone.
Makos wait in the deep water for seals to swim overhead, then ambush them from below.
Hey, do you see any seals on the outside?
Hang on, here we go. Look at that. Yes, one just went through. Better watch your back.
Absolutely.
With a seal in the water, they have to be extra cautious. Any makos might confuse the two humans in black wetsuits with seals.
Maybe you guys better think about coming up.
Greg, look out there. I see a mako. Big mako, big mako. Keep your back against this rock.
What's going on, guys?
We saw a mako come by. We're trying to keep our backs as close to this land as we can. Why don't we leave that out there?
Back on the East Coast, Joe and his crew are following up on a new idea. They believe grander makos are more likely to come out at night.
All right, guys, we're going to set up an extreme feeding event right here and try to attract as many sharks as we can to the boat. If we want to establish that these sharks truly are more active at night, we have to get a really good baseline of all their behavior during the day.
The team will keep track of each mako that shows up, documenting its size and observing its behavior.
What's really important is how these animals interact with us, interact with the bait, and how they interact with each other.
Hey, Megan, you got anything?
No, not yet. Let's keep an eye out.
Makos can hit speeds of 60 miles per hour, and they can be on the divers before anyone has a chance to react. Captain Art remains topside, ready to record the team's observations.
What is that, bud? Yeah, that's a big blue shark. Never seen one that big. They get huge over here.
Blue sharks are named for their brilliant blue color. They're highly migratory. They can be over 12 feet long and weigh more than 400 pounds.
Great shark, beautiful.
And they don't hunt alone.
No, that's a little shark right below you.
They are one of the few species that travel in packs.
Megan, behind you.
With this pack of blue sharks around the boat, makos can't be far behind. The two species are often found hunting in the same waters.
Roger that.
Hey, Devin, you got a measurement on that one?
Devon's lasers capture the length of this shark at 7 feet.
7 feet, female.
Starts the freaking laser beam. Awesome.
Looks like it's a female.
Copy.
Watch out, watch out.
There's a lot of action going on down here. He's not moving at all, Pete. It just kind of sucks like the throw in a gloss plate, just out of biz.
Several makos have shown up, but none of them are granders.
Man, everything's scattered. I wonder where they all went. There's nothing right now. Not even a blue shock. Maybe there's something else bigger around.
Coming up, the team hooks up a grander,
I think we've got one on this one.
and they're gonna need a bigger boat.
Shark is so strong it's pulling the boat.
Stay clear.
From the West Coast to the East Coast, 2 teams are on a mission to unravel the mysteries and further the science on the largest makos in the ocean, what fishermen call granders.
Everything's leaving. Is it still bleeding through what's going on?
But right now, Joe and Devin are crossing paths with something unexpected.
Watch your house, Devin. They're all leaving for a reason. Maybe there's something else bigger around. Watch out, behind you! No, it's just a little baby. Oh, that thing almost hit my head off.
Did you say baby?
Oh my god, look how cute. Devin, how big is he?
I got a measurement. It's about 28 inches. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Baby Mako in at 4 p.m.
Life is tough for baby makos. They hatch from an egg while inside their mother. Even inside the womb, it's survival of the fittest. Little unborn makos will sometimes eat their brothers and sisters before birth.
This little guy's got some attitude. That's awesome. 28 inches acting like 10 feet. He wasn't born that long ago. I wonder where Mama is.
A newborn mako is just about this size, leading the team to believe that a large female grander could be in the area.
It's about time to head back to the park.
Decent amount of sharks, man. We had about 30 blues. Pretty good size. We had a couple makos. Did 1 or 2 passes, but they kind of stayed on the outside.
It was really interesting that they really weren't being super bold on the bait with other makos around.
Well, by the looks of it, guys, we've kind of reached almost our time. Probably want to start getting ready.
3,000 miles away, off the coast of California, Greg Stunz and his team have also found makos. Now they're trying to capture a shark week first, a live predation by a grander. But to do that, they need to catch one.
Check out all these dolphins jumping right in our wing.
There's evidence all around them that these waters are teeming with life. Dolphins ripping into a bait ball of sardines.
We've got the whole food chain here from little fish all the way up to large mammals, and the makos won't be far in behind all that activity. One of the best ways to catch these grander makos, or really any makos, is use some of their natural prey as bait.
But Greg and his team are not shark fishing for the fun of it. They hope to catch their first grander, attach the Shark Eye 2, and open a window on the world of these giant makos.
Go over. From the time we hook up with the mako, our #1 goal is getting in the shark safely. So the procedure is fairly simple. First, we need to get a shark on the line. The next major obstacle is getting that shark secured, and this is pretty hard because they almost always breach from the water, 20 feet sometimes maybe even more. Once we have the shark boat side, we keep the boat in gear because they have to have water flowing across their gills to breathe. But also, that movement tends to calm them down a little bit. We'll have the head secured near the bow of the boat, the tail towards the back, and that is very efficient for us to easily attach the Shark Eye 2 and release the animal very rapidly. Do you see anything yet?
Nah.
There's something right there in the water.
Heads up, heads up, heads up.
There it is right there. Might be a mako. It's a mako.
Mako.
It's a mako. Give me the line back. Let's go.
Come on, come on, come on.
Here she comes.
No, you want it.
See what we got here. Oh, wow. She's a big fish. She goes under the boat. We're going to be in trouble.
Take her on.
There she goes. Take it off.
This mako is larger than any shark the team has ever encountered. It could be a grander.
It's down. Tail's up.
Damn, this thing's good. Yeah, it's pulling very strong.
She's going to break back.
Oh, I can feel it coming up. Can't tell it. Should there be that much tension on it, Keith? She's still behind it.
This is where it gets real. Okay. Look at it. Here it comes. Guys need to watch out. She jumps.
Makos have been documented to breach as high as 30 feet out of the water. A shark this size could launch directly into the boat, injuring both itself and the team. As the sun sets, the fishermen are getting more tired than the fish.
She's about 100 feet away. 80% pure muscle.
Once the mako is within a few feet of the boat, it can be safely secured, giving Matt and Greg the chance to attach Shark Eye 2.
I'm opening it up. I'm going to power it up and get the settings going, put it on standby, and close it up right before we install it on the shark. How was that for a 1,000-pound shark flying out of the water?
That's a 400 pounds of drag.
Oh, there she goes, there she goes, there she goes.
Don't get near the line. Watch out, she's jumping.
Coming up,
I got a mako?
a discovery rises from the depths. And later, a Shark Week first. In California waters, a team of scientists is using new technology to capture a Shark Week first, a live predation by the largest makos in the ocean. Sharks, known as granders.
Capturing a live predation on a grander mako, we can learn about how these animals interact with their prey. What we discovered with Shark Eye 1 was peaks of shark activity at night. So this time we're going to focus more on nighttime behaviors, and maybe we'll capture something we're not expecting.
Right now, Greg and his team have hooked up their first mako, and it's a fighter.
Look how far she is out there.
Over halfway out of line already. Whoa! Let's go. Don't get near the line. Watch out, she's jumping.
Oh, watch it, watch it.
Got off.
What
broke?
No.
Did it snap?
It snapped right here at the Ganjian. God dang it.
The crew's lost what might have been their first grander.
So everything at night is twice as difficult. This is just the nature of doing shark research. We weren't expecting this to be easy, but we're going to keep at it.
As Greg resets his lines, 3,000 miles away, off the shores of Rhode Island, Joe Romero and his crew are just getting started.
Okay, so we're just going to tether it up.
They believe East Coast granders are as big as their California cousins.
Got the power on.
And they prefer to hunt at night.
Lights. There we go. As soon as that sun goes down, everything starts coming up.
The crew theorizes that nocturnal movement of prey toward the surface could be why granders come out after dark. This remotely operated vehicle allows the team to uncover life up to 200 feet below the surface.
I mean, with a little light out there, anything can come out. Check this out.
With a live feed, the team can witness the changing ocean after dark in real time.
Notice how everything's traveling upward, though? It's like this big vertical migration all the way down to the plankton line.
The full moon is looming, and creatures of all shapes and sizes are rising from the depths.
is, there it is, there it is.
Is that squid?
No, it's jellyfish.
Because jellyfish hunt by touch rather than sight, they can be more effective at night when their natural glow, called bioluminescence, lures in prey.
Well, we know that all this plankton and life are coming to the surface, so things have to be following it to eat it through the food chain. Oh, look, what's that?
It's just a blur across the screen.
Just a flash.
Should have come back. That light's gonna bring them in.
Look at in the corner.
Look at us.
Awesome.
We have excellent moonlight tonight. This is awesome.
The team has encountered their first apex predator of the night, a smooth hammerhead. These sharks can grow up to 16 feet long and weigh more than 800 pounds.
He's coming to see what is down there.
Their uniquely shaped heads provide increased electrosensitivity, allowing them to stalk their prey in the dark.
In this dark, you would think they could be able to ambush prey a little bit easier.
Absolutely.
Whoa, what is that? What is that? Something big. Just zoom right by.
I couldn't tell that I saw it, though.
Hey, try to find it. Whoa.
Oh, where is he?
There it is.
Is that a mako? Yeah, it's a mako!
Mako, good.
He just kind of comes into the light and back out of it.
He's checking it out.
There he is, right again.
A huge mako arrives on the scene.
Oh, yeah, that's big.
She could be a grander.
Just looking at that eye, you know it's utilizing that low light.
You can see how these animals are adapted to prey on things at night.
Oh, they still have the upper hand.
The mako's massive eyes evolved to absorb even the faintest moonlight, enabling the shark to stalk its prey in almost complete darkness.
We have great moonlight tonight. I think we should get suited up. It's the perfect time to start the rest of our tests.
Let's do
Get
it.
it going.
The big thing about the dark is that anything can show up. And to see a grander at night, it could be one of the most intimidating animals you've ever seen.
Let's do it, man. I can't wait.
Let's do this.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
How's it looking down there, guys? It feels like we're in space, man. You can't see anything.
Diving in the dark is dangerous enough. But if the team's theory is true, and granders are more active at night, they could be in more danger than they know. Coming up, sharks after dark. Two teams are on missions to study the mysterious nighttime habits of grander makos. And right now, off the coast of Rhode Island, Joe Romero and his crew are diving in the dark. This morning, the largest mako they saw was 7 feet. But if the team's theory is correct, at night, a grander could emerge from the deep.
Shark at the left, shark at the left. Oh, got it right there. The blue shark. He's coming right in. Yellow shark. Yeah, it's a big one. That's 2 points. Three blue sharks. Just come on, down to my gun. Look out, shark at your 6. It's a mako. Shark on the left. Another mako. This one's a little there. I can't get a measurement. It's staying just out of my visibility range. Yeah, I'm not getting much of an angle here either. All right, Megan, we're getting out of the cage.
To get the measurements they need, they prepare to move out into open water. In California, the team from the Heart Research Institute are ready for their second attempt to catch a mako.
Hey, Keith, what's the biggest mako you guys have seen out here?
Somewhere between 1,200 and 1,500 pounds. Very big mako. I was a little bit intimidated by that fish, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I
When the
imagine.
fish is lurching an 8-ton boat to its side and slamming it where it's shuttering the whole boat, trying to pull the hook out, a 1,000-pound hook, it's a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Guys, check that out!
I think we got one on this one.
All right, look alive, boys. Pulling hard, it's pulling hard. Oh, yeah, we got a puller. Whoa!
Oh! Watch out, watch out! Spinning the boat! Pulling the boat backwards.
The shark is so strong, it's pulling the boat back. Man, that thing's rolling.
Watch out, stay clear! Stay clear! Watch the run! Go in gear now!
Okay, double gear.
The team has hooked up a grander,
She's on, she's on. Coming right up on it.
and it's by far the most powerful shark they've ever encountered.
That's a big shark.
Got a really big, well over a grander shark on the line. But it's very dangerous working out here like this at night, and especially with an animal with this kind of power.
The appearance of this grander at night reinforces the team's belief that these big sharks are more active after the sun goes down.
Oh, she's sizing us up, dude. See, she's not even begun to fight you guys.
On the East Coast, Joe Romero and his team are out of the cage, about to be much closer to the mako sharks swimming around the boat.
Shark to the left, shark to the left. They're not scared at all.
Oh, Mako! Mako right there! Such a difference at night. They're so bold.
Unlike the makos they saw during the day, this one comes right at Devin and his camera rig.
He's only about 6 feet. Another mako. He's about 9 feet on the dot.
This mako is bigger than any the team saw during the day, but there's still no sign of a grander.
Watch out! He's fighting. Ah, just like we flipped the light switch.
Devin, watch out behind!
Victor, right here. A little bit of fresh food, turn it right on.
Devin, look on your left!
John, second mako on your right. Now, arm shot, way more than the daytime. Watch out, John, you're right, you're right. Oh, that's a bullet. A bullet, right up. Oh, I didn't even see that. I was up at the safety bottom.
Hey guys, something huge off the stern of the boat. Do you see that?
I can't really tell what that is, Megan. What the hell is it? What is it?
Off the coast of Rhode Island, a team of shark researchers are searching for a rare specimen, a grander mako.
Hey, Mako, coming up from below the cave.
Their goal is to demonstrate that granders are nocturnal hunters who emerge from the depths after dark.
Hey guys, something huge off the stern of the boat. Do you see that?
I can't really tell what that is, Megan. What the hell is it? Dude, that's it. That's the grander.
That thing is terrifying.
That thing's a little thing. It's like a school bus.
Wow.
This shark is easily over 1,000 pounds and larger than any mako the team has ever faced.
Okay. I think it's about time to head back to the boat.
All right, guys, come on up. You guys had enough fun for one night.
Got a huge shark down there, Art. She wasn't scared of anything. Right by us, we got in. We had more sharks, we saw more activity, and we definitely saw a difference between day and night. Wow. I don't know I'm going to sleep tonight after that one.
The results of the day versus night study are clear. Larger, more aggressive makos came out at night, including an elusive East Coast grander. In California, Greg and his crew continue to struggle with the Grander so powerful, it towed their entire boat backwards.
Feels like it's on its teeth. Stay back, stay clear. Hey, watch out, clear, watch the teeth. Come on, play nice, baby.
All right, you got it?
Oh, yeah.
The team finally pulls this massive Grander alongside the boat and gets their first glimpse at a true Pacific warrior.
Oh, she's huge, man. See those marks on her forehead right there? That's from a seal biting her.
Well, this is a lot bigger than we thought. It's massive.
As dawn nears, the crew secures the Mako and takes its measure.
She's 10 foot 7 inches.
All right, guys. Here we go.
Okay, hey, watch out. She'll knock you senseless if she hits you with his tail. She could kill you.
All right, Keith, we're ready.
Okay, you ready for here?
Yeah. All right, here she goes.
That was fantastic. What a beautiful fish, huh?
Badass, yeah.
By far the biggest mako we've caught.
24 hours after deployment, Greg and his team use satellite pings to find and retrieve the Shark Eye 2.
We're really excited about retrieving this. Footage we're getting from this is quite incredible. Immediately after deployment, the shark descended as the sun rose. What we think is going on here is it's self-regulating, getting used to being in the water with the shark eye attached.
For 12 hours, the shark cruised at depth.
The shark didn't do much during the day, but right around sunset, that's when things got really interesting.
The Grander suddenly accelerates, rising back to the depth where Greg and his team caught the shark the night before.
After it rose back to the surface, it immediately seemed to go into hunt mode.
The Shark Eye 2 captures the Mako's point of view as it casually gulps down a tuna crab.
Typically, you think of these big sharks, such as makos, going after calorie-rich meals like seals and sea lions. But here we see it preying on a tuna crab. Why is it hunting these tuna crab? Is it just eating anything it comes across? Well, we really don't know, and these are some fascinating questions.
The time of day also suggests the Mako followed the vertical migration of life that Joe and his team observed on the East Coast.
Well, we know that all this plankton and life are coming to the surface. All their adaptations suggest that these sharks are most active at night.
Joe's research, comparing Mako behavior day versus night,
It's a mako!
offers new insight into their nocturnal hunting strategies. Combined with the live predation captured by Shark Eye 2 and observations from years past, it appears that Makos truly have an advantage at night.
Great shark, beautiful.
Now, armed with new findings, there is truth to the legend behind Grander Makos. And as curiosity drives even more questions, one thing is certain. This will not be the last we hear about the monster Mako.